My story begins on an ordinary afternoon when I, a young woman named Eliza, stumbled upon a quaint little shop tucked away on a cobblestone street. The sign above the door simply read, "Evelyn's Dolls," but the contents within were anything but ordinary. As I entered the shop, the tinkling of a bell announced my arrival, and my eyes widened in wonderment. Shelves upon shelves were lined with lifelike dolls of exquisite craftsmanship. Each one possessed a unique charm and an uncanny realism that sent shivers down my spine. The dolls were the creation of a reclusive toymaker named Evelyn, a woman rumored to have a peculiar obsession with her craft. She rarely ventured out into the world, preferring the company of her creations. Little did I know that I was about to uncover the sinister truth behind her doll making. Evelyn, a frail and elderly woman with striking gray hair, emerged from a shadowed corner of the shop. Her eyes, clouded with age, fixed upon me with an unnerving intensity. She welcomed me with a soft, crooked smile and beckoned me closer. "These dolls," she whispered, her voice laced with a hint of melancholy, "are not like the others you may have seen. They are more than mere playthings. They are vessels of memories, echoes of lives long past." Intrigued by her words, I approached the nearest doll, a porcelain beauty with cascading curls and eyes that seemed to follow my every move. Evelyn explained that each doll was crafted in the likeness of a real person, imbued with their memories, emotions, and desires. She revealed her true purpose: to create dolls that could carry out the unfulfilled wishes of their human counterparts. It was a sinister obsession, driven by her desire to grant those who had passed away a second chance at life. The more I learned, the more unsettling the truth became. These dolls were not bound by the laws of nature. They could move, think, and act with a disturbing autonomy. Their existence was a twisted mockery of life itself. As my fascination grew, Evelyn's eyes gleamed with a dark intensity. She saw in me a kindred spirit, someone who shared her passion for the macabre. She offered to show me the most remarkable creation of all, a doll named Clara, crafted in the likeness of her beloved daughter. Clara stood in a glass case, a porcelain girl of such striking beauty that she seemed almost ethereal. Evelyn's voice trembled as she recounted the tragic tale of her daughter's untimely death. Clara, she explained, was her attempt to bring her daughter back to life, to grant her the future that had been stolen from her. As I gazed at the doll, I felt an inexplicable connection. Clara's eyes, though made of glass, held a depth of emotion that transcended the boundaries of the inanimate. It was as if a part of her daughter's soul had been captured within the doll. Evelyn offered me a choice: to join her in her quest to create more dolls, to fulfill the unfulfilled wishes of the departed. It was a tempting proposition, one that stirred my curiosity, but a foreboding feeling gnawed at the edges of my consciousness. I could not ignore the unease that had settled in the pit of my stomach. As I left the shop that day, I couldn't shake the sense that I had become entangled in something sinister. My fascination with the dolls had transformed into a desperate need to uncover their true nature and the secrets hidden within their porcelain shells. Days turned into weeks as I delved deeper into my investigation. I discovered that the dolls, while seemingly benevolent, harbored a sinister agenda. Their actions were driven by the memories and desires of their human counterparts, but those wishes often led to tragedy and chaos. People who had once possessed the dolls met unfortunate ends: accidents, mysterious illnesses, and inexplicable misfortunes. It was as if the dolls were agents of death, fulfilling their human counterparts' desires with a sinister twist. My research led me to a chilling revelation. The dolls were not bound by their creator's control. They could act independently, seeking out their human counterparts to carry out their deadly missions. It was a realization that sent a shiver down my spine. Determined to expose the truth, I returned to Evelyn's shop, intent on confronting her. But when I entered, the shop was eerily empty. Dolls lined the shelves, their eyes fixated on me, their presence an unsettling reminder of the horrors hidden within their porcelain forms. As I made my way through the shop, I stumbled upon a hidden room, a chamber filled with dolls in various stages of creation. The sight was grotesque, a macabre assembly line of limbs, eyes, and bodies. It was a testament to Evelyn's obsession, a glimpse into the madness that had consumed her. And there, at the center of the room, stood Clara, the doll that had once captured my heart. Her eyes, once filled with depth and emotion, now gleamed with a malevolent light. It was a chilling sight that left me breathless. Clara's porcelain hand reached out toward me, and I knew that she recognized me as a threat to their sinister agenda. I had to act quickly. With trembling hands, I searched for a way to disrupt their power, to sever the connection between the dolls and their human counterparts. As I shattered the mirror in the room, a cacophony of voices filled the air, the anguished cries of those who had been trapped within the dolls. It was a horrifying symphony of pain and despair, a reminder of the lives that had been sacrificed in the name of Evelyn's obsession. The dolls, once animated and malevolent, fell lifeless to the ground. Their reign of terror had come to an end, their connection to their human counterparts severed. I had broken the curse that had bound them to their twisted desires. But as I left the shop, I couldn't help but wonder about Evelyn's fate. Had she too become a victim of her own creations, consumed by the sinister obsession that had driven her to create the dolls? Or had she simply disappeared into the shadows, leaving behind a legacy of horror and despair? As I walked away from Evelyn's dolls, I knew that I had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death. The dolls, once objects of fascination, had revealed their true nature, a malevolent force driven by the darkest desires of the departed. My life had been forever changed by the haunting presence of those porcelain dolls, a reminder of the darkness that can lurk within the seemingly ordinary. I could only hope that their curse had been broken for good, and that the memories of those who had been trapped within them could finally find peace.